Yes, sir.
Is it stuttered?
Yes, sir. It's stuttered. All right, I'm from Monticello. Well, I'm from Mansfield, and I call Monticello my home. And I want to read you something, but I can't say it this fast. But this is compulsive lying, emotional numbness, slow deliberate speech, impulsive acts, agitation, kind of chronic pain syndrome. That's just a few of the side effects right there of opiate abuse. And I'm standing up here against the advice of counsel, much of my family, and all, because I love this county. I don't want to see this county run. And my wife, I don't know if you know, her name's Phyllis. Me and her chose to move here 23 years ago. And I'm going to tell you about the last 5 months of her employment here at the hands of Karen Diggs. And I pray that you'll never let this happen to another citizen or employee of this county, because it's terrible. And this is what happened when Phyllis questioned and somewhat disagreed with Karen's deceitful, immoral, and destructive behavior toward others. On days Karen Diggs showed up for work, Phyllis was harassed, singled out. Jasper County became the most hostile work environment imaginable. One day Karen Diggs came to Phyllis and demanded that she tell the BOC, she wanted her to come tell y'all that her mother was deathly ill and had to resign immediately. Rather than resign, Phyllis and myself, we were hopeful that sending an official letter to the county attorney requesting an opportunity to meet with our commissioners. At this point, a resolution, her resignation, a termination, some kind of solution would likely be reached. But no, at that point, Karen would not have the opportunity to destroy Phyllis, to ruin her reputation. Shortly after writing this letter, the harassment and belittling and singling out became verbal assaulting and yelling. Yelling at Phyllis. Karen Diggs then fabricated a disciplinary letter full of lies, cut Phyllis's pay by 35%, had Phyllis continue doing the same job, added more duties, gave her 90 days to acquire a grant for the county. Phyllis sent a second formal complaint to the attorney, this time in reference to the fabricated write-up she had received. Phyllis expressed concern that the write-up was nothing more than revenge and an attempt to destroy her chances of ever getting gainful employment. After Phyllis pointed out the lies and refused to sign the write-up, Karen Diggs became agitated. She stretched across the desk, pointed her finger at her, and began screaming at the top of her lungs, saying, "If I could fire you, I would fire you right now." And this particular assault was so intense that when Phyllis got back to her desk, there were several of her co-workers called and asked if she was okay. And she was, as you know, Friday, Phyllis was fired. Which, that's fine and that's all. But if she was fired in a means that wasn't meant to destroy her reputation and keep her from getting ungainful employment, that would be great. That would be fine. There was no response, no opportunity to work the problem out, for her to resign in a dignified manner or anything. So I just hope and pray you'll monitor what's going on up here and never let this happen to another one of our citizens or employees here, because it's very painful and it's destroying to a family. That's